plane. We have recovered the plane. It was found in a wooded area between Shaw Road and the Ladue Reservoir, so it's not in the water. It's heavily damaged. We have not identified the pilot, but we do believe it's our missing pilot. The coroner's on his way out here. We have identified the plane by the tail number that she described, the caller described, the friend of his. And that's about all I can tell you at this point. State Patrol will put out a release later on this afternoon with more information.
Can you tell us how badly the plane was damaged?
It's very badly damaged. It's in pieces.
Several pieces?
Lots of pieces.
Can you tell me like the area that it was spread out in? I mean, you guys were narrowed
It's
it
a
down.
wooded area, so it didn't spread out a lot because it's very heavily wooded. We had to cut down some trees. The fire department had to cut down some trees to be able to get back there, just to get into that area with their vehicles, and they're still working on that.
And what got you to that location this morning?
It was the combination of the information that we received early this morning, and then one of the neighbors heard a loud noise last night in that area and called us and told us that they heard something that was right in the area that we were looking for. So between the drones and the people on the road, on their feet, they were able to find it.
So is this somebody that lives on Shaw Road that called and said they heard this crash?
Yes.
And when did they call you guys?
Like 9 o'clock this morning or 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, so after they kind of heard that you guys were searching.
Well, they saw everything going on, so they called and said, you know what, I heard this noise last night. And it's difficult because we had those thunderstorms coming through, and you don't know, but she obviously decided to give us a call, which helped.
Where was he headed?
I don't know that.
No, he wasn't trying to land in this area.
I don't know that.
Can you just talk about the massive amount of search personnel that were involved?
There's fire departments from 3 different counties here, with boats and all-terrain vehicles. The helicopter is a private citizen that lives in Manaway that offered to help out, along with the law enforcement. There's at least 3 drones up that were up at one time looking. The weather hampered us this morning because of the fog, so that we couldn't get a helicopter at that time, so we were relying on the drones. And it even got so heavy at one point that we had to bring the drones down because they couldn't see.
What do you know about the pilot? He was coming from Cincinnati. Does he live in our area? And
I know nothing about that. All I know is that his family has been notified, and so that we're able to give this. We're not going to identify him at this point until he's positively identified, and the coroner's on his way here.
You say he's a local guy?
I don't know that.
Was he
No.
the only one on the plane?
Yes.
Only one on the plane?
Yes.
What type of plane?
It was a small, I believe it was a Cessna.
And I guess what more information was the friend able to provide? She was the one that called the sheriff's office this morning.
She was apparently watching him on her cell phone on one of the apps, and he got over this area and disappeared, and that's when she got concerned and gave us a call.
What time did she call you guys?
It was right around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Did she say she was worried about him leaving out with the fog and how?
Well, sure, she was worried. She was watching him, and then all of a sudden he wasn't there. So
And if you kind of reiterate the damage, I mean, is it snapped in half? Is it in several pieces?
it's in
Cabins?
multiple pieces. I mean, it's spread out over through the woods. You can imagine it's a, like I said, heavily wooded area, and when it went down, I mean, it just disintegrated, I would
So you
say.
got the State Highway Patrol investigating.
They're in charge of this investigation,
Who
yes.
else is going to be involved?
FAA, I'm sure, will be involved, but it's anytime there's an aircraft accident, Ohio State Patrol is in charge of that accident.
How are you going to get them out?
They've got a path cut, so they're assessing that now to see how they're going to do that. But there's several fire department vehicles with cots and that are able to pull them out of there.
And he was the only one on that plane, correct?
Yes.
Based on the radar apps, it looks like he was last on the map around midnight. So if the friend called you guys around 4, did she wake up and realize he had never made it to the airport, or do we know?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Was it the drone that found the plane or the helicopter
I think they found it on the ground.
on the ground?
Yeah, the helicopters were never able to fly. I mean, the drones were able. and then the guys on the ground were just moving into that area. And I don't know if the drone found him first or the guys found him first on the ground.
They mentioned the airport. I mean, is that where his final destination was?
I don't know the answer to that.
Anything else you want to add?
That's it.